Good afternoon, race fans, as we are on probably our final rendition of APCtv. We are doing the OCRL Cup Series Championship here at Miami Speedway, if I can talk right. Got my co-host alongside me tonight, Robbie Rabel. Robbie, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
Doing all right. Had a little bit of issues getting this stream started, so we're just going to run right into this. There's a look at your playoff grid for tonight. Now, this is the final race of the season, as we have Dustin Johnson, Jeff Hollingsworth, Corey Bunch, and Thomas Morse going to be battling it out for the Cup title this evening for the 2017 Google Chrome Cup Series. Go back there. You're watching APCtv, where the only thing that is professional is your mom. It's going to be presented in part tonight by A10 Hawaiian Ice, where if you live in the Red Line, Pennsylvania area, hit up Andrew Lutz for some delicious Hawaiian Ice. So that being said, got about 4 minutes until we start gridding here. Robbie, what are your predictions going in tonight?
I don't have any predictions, man. It's going to be fun to watch this race. You got a lot of fast cars. Strategy is going to be huge, the way the stage plays out, and the amount of laps in this race. Strategy is going to be big. Again, it's going to come down to whoever's got the fastest car, whoever makes the fewest mistakes, and whoever chooses the right strategy is going to win this race and probably the championship. Do I think we're going to have one of our championship contenders win the race and the championship? No, I don't. Out of the four, I think... Hard to say. I just don't think one of our four contenders are going to win the race.
Well, then, who do you think is going to win it?
I don't know either. I just have a gut feeling that one of our championship contenders isn't going to win. If I had to put my money on somebody, it would be number 61 of Daniel Britton. That's who I'd have to put my money on. He's been fast in practice, been fast in testing. He's on the pole right now for qualifying. I would have to put my money on Daniel.
10-4. Well, if he was as dominant as he was in Truck Series, Corey Bunch might have a good chance of winning this tonight, but
he'll be a contender for sure.
Very talented field tonight, as we've got, looks to appear, 15 drivers, which isn't a whole lot, but definitely a lot better than what we had going on last week with, I think it was 12 drivers and less than 10 wound up finishing it, so.
Yeah, you got 15 drivers in the field and the 10 cars in there too, so we're bound to have at least a caution or two. You can count on that at some point in this race.
Got a track temperature of 89 degrees, so pretty gripped up track for you guys this evening, so that's going to be interesting as well. As Tasman877 says, number 10 for the win in chat already, which that is the driver of the number 10 car, so we look forward to seeing him at about 15th place throughout most of the race.
I think we might be around 14. Cody McCorkle loaded it up already. He's left team speak. He's left the race session. Might have 14.
134 laps this evening. The segment is going to be on lap 60. Top 5 drivers get points at the end of those segments, whereas the winner will receive 5 points, and second place 4 points, third you get 3 points. You get the idea. So that's going to be a key factor tonight, especially considering I'm kind of with you. I'm with Corey Bunch, but there is a strong possibility that one of these contenders tonight won't win. So it's going to be real interesting to see how that's going to play out, as we're going to go ahead and go to our qualifying order here in just a second. These guys start gridding up. Not quite ready to grid yet. See Corey Bunch pulling this car in. cricket noise. Cricket, cricket. Those of you guys in chat, feel free to say hey. Don't hold back. We'll be here all evening with you, answering your questions or your trollings, if some of you will. Finally got my first edition of Typed On Phonics this evening. We'll see how that works out for me later on. Probably not too good, but at least I learned how to spell Earnhardt. So we're going to go ahead and go down your grid. They're about to start right now. We got Daniel Britton qualified on your pole tonight at an astounding 29.130, setting the track on fire. And outside of him, that's going to be Jeff Hollingsworth. He ran a 29.147.
Yeah, pretty close indeed. Good start for Jeff. Row 2, we're going to have the number 10 of Kevin Cancer Winner. Starting third is outside is going to be the 17 of Randall Falks.
Row 3, we have another one of our chase contenders, Corey Bunch. He's going to be starting fifth tonight, and to his outside, another chase contender, Thomas Morris. He's going to be starting sixth tonight.
Yeah, behind Thomas Morris on the inside, we're going to have the 57 of Troy Campbell starting 7th, Jonathan Wall on the 6th starting 8th.
Then starting at 9th position, Jeff Becky Jr. To his outside, Charlie Woods.
Yeah, rounding out the rest of your field here, the 81 of Darrell Richards Jr. going to start 11th. Cody McCorkle did put a time in, but he left. He should be starting 12th, but I don't think he's going to take the grid. That'll move Andrew Lutz up one spot. Dustin Johnson did not put a qualifying time in as he wrecked it off turn 4 in his lap, and Matt Kingston will round out this field shotgun.
There you have it.
Well, Jake, not many cars in this field. Looks like we're only going to have 14. Caution flag. If that 10 car wasn't in this field, I would say caution flags are going to be scarce. But I'd bet at least 2. And out of those 2, I would say 2 of them are going to be 10. But hopefully he can find a little bit of talent and keep that thing straight, because I would love to see some green flag runs here. Strategy is going to be huge, especially for the stage. Also the rest of the race. It's a long way from the end of the segment to the end of the race, so strategy is going to be huge.
As APCtv decided to take a giant dump on us. Nothing I can do about that.
Again, we gotta fix that shit, man. Pace car is off. Race is going to be on the way. Daniel Britton, green flag. Wow, what a start from Daniel Britton. A good start from Jeff Hollingsworth, too. He's staying right there on that outside. Kevin Winter going to look to his inside, but door to door coming off of turn 2. Jeff giving him a lot of room down there.
Still side by side for second place, as Jeff Hollingsworth is actually going to finally make that pass on Kevin Winter for that second spot. As it sits right now, he is your front-running chase contender here. Got a little bit of action going back towards the pack here.
And Corey Bunch trying to find his way there in front of Troy Campbell. He's holding that 5th position pretty comfortably right now as he gets a nice run off turn 4. Put a little distance on himself and Troy.
Riding on board Jeff Becky as he's going to make the move on Thomas Morris. That's going to be for the 8th position here.
Yeah, that was a great run. He got off of turn 2 being on the bottom right there. That was well done by him.
Still
not going to be able to carry it.
Here.
Yeah, not able to carry it down the front straightaway. Let's see if we can get another good run like that off turn 2 again.
One of the things I did notice is with all this issues getting the stream up, the sound reset, so we'll have to take a small break and work on that right fast. But
yeah, Andrew Lutz looking underneath Jeff Backey now. Andrew trying to move his way well inside the top 10, taking it with B9 from Jeff Backey Jr. They're still side by side going off in turn 1.
Backey with that high side run, keeping it door to door with them there for the time being. Backey about rim riding. One of the few drivers already doing that thus far. So he's going to actually lose that position to Andrew Lutz. Just about everybody's single file now. Go back to your race leader, Daniel Britton. So far led all the laps. Pulling away, almost got an 0.8 of a second lead as Kevin Winter's battling out with Randall Fox for that third position. It's going to allow the 77 to Corey Bunch to get up there in the mix. Randall Fox takes that position away from Kevin. Randall looking very good in these early stages here tonight.
Yeah, I noticed Randall's running a bit different line. He's starting the corner with a half an hour higher. He's trying to pull it down on exit, getting himself a pretty good run on the corner. I think that works so far. Kevin still losing positions as always. He's going to fall back to 5th. Here's Corey Bunch gets around him. Won't be long before Troy passes him too. Kevin started up front and fall to the back winner. Holding true to his name. Started 3rd, back to 5th. About to lose 5th.
Those of you just tuning in, because we didn't give you much time to hop in here before we went live, you are watching the OCRL Google Chrome Cup Series. Final race here at Homestead. 134 laps, segment end on lap 60. Watching Kevin Winter slowly get peeled away from Corey Bunch, who's now got his eyes set on Randall Fox.
Now Randall with another big run off turn 4. He's going to take that to the inside of Jeff. That line, it's an interesting line. He's making it work on these corners.
But my only question to that is he going to wear out his tires like that? Is he going to have anything for a long run? Because
well, it'll be interesting to keep an eye on for sure. It's definitely a little out of the box. Worry about that right rear, but with this track being so gripped up, you might be able to get away with it.
All right. Just having all sorts of technical difficulties on my stream tonight, fellas. Let me tell you.
One of those days, right?
There we go, yep.
Seems like nothing ever goes your way.
Nah. YOLO.
I heard that. Well, looks like Jeff's struggling to find his way a little bit. Might be having a little bit of handling issues here. Corey Bunch has already closed right up on the back of his bumper. So that 97 might be fighting a little tight there. Hopefully they can get that loosened up. Corey Bunch rolling the center pretty well. Thomas Morris, keeping an eye on him. He's still running a P8 in front of Andrew Lutz. Unfortunately, Dustin Johnson not having himself a very good night. He's still riding 12 there, not making any ground at all.
Yeah, Dustin not having the night that he needs so far. Thing we got that mandatory caution coming out about 40 laps or so, a little bit more than that.
Yeah, that's a long ways away. You see this battle going on in turn 3. Corey Bunch, Jeff Hollinsworth. Corey Bunch underneath him, pulling even. Looks like Jeff's gonna get that run off corner. Not as good a run as I thought was gonna happen right there. Corey's still even when I'm going to 1. I look for Corey Bunch to take this position away right here.
As he does. And that was for the 3rd position. Jeff Hollingsworth is going to say, not so fast. And he's going to get back underneath him going in turn 3 here.
That was a pretty good run by Jeff, too. He's about the same position as Corey was on him going into turn 1. Battle's heating up. These guys know the importance of being in front of one another, that's for sure. Corey Bunch going way up the other. Big run off turn 2.
Still not enough to get around Jeff as they are still side by side.
Yeah, that's going to allow the 10 card. It's going to allow the 10 card. Most of these guys will probably take one of them out here.
Jeff is finally able to get that pass around him.
No, looking back at Randall and Daniel, from about the last, well, for about 8 laps in a row, Randall was the fastest car on the racetrack. And to your point, talking about that line he was running with the tire wear, he's fallen off about a 10th off of Daniel Britton.
Car definitely starting to look tight up there as Jeff Hollingsworth, he's going to be looking underneath him. Not going to be able to get the pass just yet. So we're on
Randall already
bunch here.
Randall already looking around for a different line to get around this racetrack. There's a lot of grip up there in 1 and 2, but you sacrifice it. When cars got a good handle in a race car, they can still run that bottom. If you try to run that top, you're losing a lot of time, but you're hoping to make it off coming off the corner. Randall doesn't look like he's really able to do it there, as he didn't really pull Hollingsworth much. He goes back to the bottom here. He knew that wasn't a good time to move up just yet. We'd love to show you guys another battle, but there ain't much else going on the racetrack. Is Matt Kingston just got around Dustin Johnson for the 12th spot. That'll bump Dusty back to 13.
Corey Bunch is going to pounce on Jeff Hollingsworth yet again. These two are going to go at it. This is going to help Randall Fox from time being stay in that second position, but that's also going to allow Kevin Winter and the number 10 Deuce Machine right behind him to catch up to him. And you know he's going to try to take full advantage here.
Just getting there. It's interesting to watch these two go at it. It's almost like one lap. Corey will have a good lap and get a run, and then Jeff will have another good lap and get back around him. I said, fewest mistakes. It's real easy to overdrive this track, especially on old tires. You go off into turn 1 and the car only deep when you want, and it just feels like the right front is gone. It's all over the splitter. Hard to get around this track on old tires. Kevin Winter taking a look underneath the 77 to Corey Bunch going into 3.
It's really going to allow Jeff Hollingsworth to try to run away Corey Bunch.
I'm surprised Kevin could get up there and door him as he was going by. That's a miracle.
Yeah, the Acrylic 51 in chat saying, shaping up to be another great battle, all race between Corey and Jeff, and indubitably so, sir.
Hell yeah, I hope it stays like that. It's a blast watching these two race each other. They race each other really, really hard, and they also race each other with a lot of respect, and that's where you see some of the best racing.
We got another group that's actually formed behind these guys now. It's going to be the 57 of Troy Campbell, the 80 of Andrew Lutz, who Andrew kind of been on his own little mission here. Started 14th, he's already made his way up to 6th place, looking great. As he was able to get around Troy Campbell for that 6th spot. Jonathan Law in that 6th car right behind him.
Yeah, Andrew Lutz definitely one of those guys to get around this racetrack. This is one of his favorite racetracks. A little fun fact about Andrew, he held the world record here for the fastest lap at Homestead Miami Speedway for the longest time. This is definitely one of his favorite racetracks, and he's showing it right now.
Very much so. It's going to be real interesting. If I can talk tonight, it's going to be real interesting to see what he can do when he gets up there, because he's running about the same lap times as second place right now.
Yeah, he's done a great job at taking care of his stuff, and he's working his way forward. He's catching that group slowly but surely in front of him.
Go back to your race leader, who we haven't talked much about because he hasn't had much competition. He's pulled a 1.3 second lead over Randall Fox, your race leader, Daniel Britton, having a much better event than he had on Tuesday, where he kept disconnecting every 5 seconds.
Yeah, that last time by, Daniel ran a 31.12. Jeff Hollins ran a 31.05. Randall Fox just a little bit better with a 31.01. Kevin Winter also with a 31.01. Ah, these guys are all under a blanket.
Johnson back there at 13. He ran a 31.39, so he's got some work to do if he wants to be a contender for tonight's championship. Looks like somebody didn't do their homework tonight.
Absolutely not. He is struggling. Looks like he is really loose. And when you're saying that many reallys going around a racetrack like this, you're in trouble.
Absolutely. The rest of the field is just about left him. The only person behind him is newcomer Darrell Richards Jr. in that 81 machine. He's probably running stock setup tonight.
Looking at this battle here, Charlie Woods, Jeff Backey trying to take that position away from Charlie. It looks like Charlie was behind him. It looks like Charlie caught him. Jeff may have been able to use that crossover, trying to get back around him. Charlie's still fighting up there.
Got more issues up front, as both Jeff Hollingsworth and Kevin Winter were both finally able to get around the ever fighting Randall Fox.
I missed that.
Randall now finds himself in the 4th position here.
Yeah, he got tight off turn 4, opened the door for Jeff, and then he went way high down to turn 1 and 2, and he just said, Kevin Winter, get away from me. If I gotta race you, I'm gonna end up in the wall. Just go. Smart move by Randall trying to get away from that 10 car.
Right so. Danica Patrick, number 10. Who actually had the audacity to ask me to change his car number on the broadcast, and I just happened to accidentally forget. I hate that so much. Not really.
Not at all. It suits him well.
Those of you in chat, feel free to hit that like button. Give us a shout out here.
Now we already see a little strategy being played right here. A bunch of cars coming to pit road. Randall Fox announcing he's the first one coming. Going to force the hand of these front runners in front of him. You saw the fall off. You saw how his car was handling. Definitely wants to get in and make some adjustments on that thing. See if he can gain a little track position by pitting early, and if he can make his car faster, maybe holds a little bit more pace.
Multiple cars down pit road. We're going to switch to Peter Griffin. Peter, you got anything for us down there? Peter Griffin even make the broadcast.
Is he there? I'm not hearing. He's keying up. But I'm not hearing anything come out. His mic might be muted.
As Kevin Winter's going to hit the pit wall on entry, as if he didn't have 5 hours to make his stop there, and he's going to tag the freaking pit wall. Watch out for that 10 car. We caught it all right here on the broadcast.
Yeah, it looks bad. That's going to hurt his chances for sure at running up front. Hopefully it's not too much damage. He can get it fixed and stay competitive. He was running up front there having a good race. That's definitely going to hurt.
Race off pit road here.
Yeah, he's still going to beat Corey Bunch off pit road. Jeff putting some distance between him and Corey back there. Here comes Randall. He was the first one on tires. Just got around Daniel Britton. I think he's going to need a bit bigger of a gap than that. 1 lap fresher tires. A lot of people might think that's not big, but here on iRacing, 1 lap on these tires is huge in speed and fall off.
Jeff Backey, he's going to be your current leader at the moment, but as pit stop cycle through, Randall Fox is actually going to take over your race lead.
For Jeff Backey here with a strategy, This stage is 60 laps. You can run up to 50 on fuel. I wonder if he might try to stay out as long as possible and take a real short pit stop. I don't think that's going to work because he's right here in front of our leaders. These guys are a lap down as they go around Charlie Woods. It's a lot of distance around this race. I don't think that strategy is going to play out to him. I think he was way too far back to make this work, but it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Well, it is a championship night, and you never know what's going to happen.
Absolutely. Crazy things do happen as Randall and Daniel both get around him. Daniel close right up on the back of that 17. And that Rust Bucket APC Chevrolet.
We're going to go ahead and do our first trivia question for the night.
Oh, Randall closed the door on Daniel right there. Daniel was looking. Randall does not want to give that up.
So we're going to go on forward with Daniel Britton as we go through this trivia question. What year did the Monster Energy Cup Series Championship end in a draw?
Ah, this is easy. I know this one. The answer is B, 2011. I know that one. I can tell you who. Carl Edwards and Tony Stewart. That was very entertaining. You see Daniel already under Randall. This will be a battle for your lead when things cycle through, when Backey and Morris and Charlie Woods pit. Yeah, that was an easy one. I appreciate you giving me an easy one because I'm, what, 1 for 5 coming into this one. I think I'm 2 for 6 now.
You are 1 for 5.
Well, 2 for 6 now, man. I'm confident on that one. I'll have to see the final answer later and see how that plays out. Kevin Winter hit the pit wall, being a peewee on pit road. He's still all over the back of Jeff Hahn. I know Jeff, he's probably taking care of those junior racing Eagles and trying to put himself in position at the end. Jeff easily one of the best with these long run type of races. He knows how to get the best out of it, save what he can, and get the best out of that car for the end of the run when it really matters.
Alright, so we're going to go back to that trivia question here. There's your question one more time. You are 100% right, Robbie. 2011, Tony Stewart and Carl Edwards battled down to the last lap, where Stewart won the race and took the title on the most season wins tiebreaker.
Didn't he win like 5 races in that championship too?
Not 100% sure, but I think it was.
I think it was 5.
Including the final race at Homestead, yes.
Yeah, I believe so. That was incredible. That was an incredible run for Stewart. It was well worth the entertainment. He was real bad throughout the race. Okay, we'll become Jesus now. Let's just go take care of business.
Everyone has finally cycled through pit stops, and Daniel Britton finally got around Randall Fox as your new race leader once again.
Yeah, Randall Fox didn't even get credit for leading the lap. Daniel Britton made quick work of that, especially with Backey staying out along with Charlie Woods and Dustin Johnson.
So we still got a great battle for third place heating up. We got the 97 of Jeff Hollingsworth, the 10 of Kevin Danica Winter, and the 77 to Corey Bunch, all tangled up together. Once again,
running really close lap times. All of our top 5, all within half a tenth of one another.
Daniel Britton's now led 32 laps.
Corey Bunch gonna look under Kevin Winter going off into turn 1 right here. Daniel and Randall hitting identical lap times to the T. That's what I love about watching these guys. All these guys are talented, running lap times that are 1,000ths of a second off of one another. Thanks for allowing me to listen. Kevin,
Corey Bunch is going to get loose.
Still working on that Danica machine. Kevin not making it easy. Never does. And I still say Kevin should have chosen the 31 car. He could have taken after Newman. He is one of the hardest bricks to pass out there. He just does not want to roll over and give you anything.
Fair enough, as long as that number hadn't been taken, that'd be a good number for him for sure.
It would have been. Andrew Lutch just made a pass around the 6 car. Jonathan Ball run off in turn 3. He'll take over the 6th position after pit stops. Got a huge gap to Kevin Winter. Andrew going to see if he can close that down. Don't think he'll get there before the end of the stage, but it'll set him up good when this competition caution comes out.
Somebody we haven't talked much about all night, and that's going to be that 57 of Troy Campbell, who started 7, now finds his way in 9th place here, but he did pick up that bonus point. He did lead 1 lap tonight.
Awesome. Way to go, T-Roy.
It happened under green flag pit stops. Little boost coming out there. Right behind him trying to pick up some ground. That's going to be Jeff Bucky Jr. Not having the strongest of nights. You saw him pit a lot later than everybody else. Run a different strategy here.
Hollinsworth looking pretty tight here. If he was saving, he needs to get going because that 77 is going in the center pretty good. $15 laps to go for the end of the stage. It's still a long ways to go around this racetrack and how important tires are. Jeff not going to give it up, man. He's going to make that 77 work for it. He gets real tight down there in the center of 3 and 4. Good run through the center. Not going to have enough power down the straightaway to get by, and that's going to open the door for the 10 car. Kevin Winter to squeeze into his outside, too. These stage points really important here in this championship race. These guys know it. They know it's between the two of them. They need to get what they can.
Corey Bunch is going to make it side by side. This is your battle for the championship title tonight. These are the 2 front-running drivers right now.
Yeah, Hollinsworth really struggling down there in 3 and 4 down in the center. So he's just not going to get his line down there like that 77 is. Like I said, there's still plenty of time left. About 13 laps to go in the stage. Maybe he's still saving his stuff for one more shot. He knows 60's the bunny lap here.
This stage is starting to wind down to that. We got 9 people in chat and not a single person talking besides Acrylic. So somebody else say hey before we go insane here.
You guys are going to give Jake an aneurysm if you want to say something. Come on.
That's right. It's just so awesome watching these 2 go at it between Jeff Hollingsworth and Corey Bunch. Just lap after lap, neither one of them are giving an inch. You can tell both of them want this, as actually you saw Jeff Hollingsworth get a little loose coming out of turn 4. So that's going to allow Kevin Winter to dive up underneath him, because you know Kevin's going to take that spot. He don't care about no championship.
And Kevin's out here for one thing and one thing only, and that's the checker flag. And I bet you anything at the end of this race, if he doesn't have the checker flag in sight, he's probably going to hit the wall really hard.
Decided to paint his driver's mask as a giant Walmart smiley face. Just pretty freaking funny if you ask me.
It's childish.
It is childish, but I like it. What's up, Robert B in chat, 64. Thanks for the follow earlier. Before we went live, I caught you, buddy. Thanks for the shout out. We appreciate you. Chuck Switty in chat. Does the highest finishing chase driver win, or is it a points thing? Well, I'm gonna have to say the answer is yes on both of those. It's gonna be the highest finishing with the highest points, because my understanding, the safety points does play a factor into the championship. Scroll back to Dana Britton, who is just pulled away from the field. Got a second gap over Randall Fox. Pulled him by almost have a 10th out lap as well. Daniel Britton with the 29.46. Randall Fox with the 29.63.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. Kevin Winter and Jeff Holmes, identical, 30.784s. Kevin working the back of Corey Bunch now, whose last lap was a 30.82.
I was actually looking at the fastest lap, not the previous lap. I do apologize. Let's look at that lap. Daniel Britton ran a 30.92 to Randall's 30.98. Fastest car on track right now. It's actually Jeff Hollingsworth running at 30.79.
That's the time to go, man. Corey Bunch is starting to fall off. Jeff's got 6 laps left to go get him. He wants to be ahead. Keep that little additional bonus point between him and Corey Bunch. He needs to get up on the wheel.
Yeah, Chuck, the points are dead even. They're wiped clean right before the race. Everybody's equal. This is the one race shootout. I feel like you would be right there. Really, that's good to know. Keep that in mind for you, buddy.
Yeah, this is the battle we were waiting to see. Jeff Hollingsworth with a big run on Corey, going to look under him in 3. You know, not too long ago we were talking about Jeff Hollingsworth looking pretty tight down in 3 and 4. Now it looks like the tide has changed with Corey Bunch looking pretty tight down in 3 and 4. Even with Jeff getting underneath Corey, he still ran a 10th of a second faster.
It appears my internet is starting to crap out. Maybe just on my phone, I don't know. I hope not. Those of you in chat, let me know if the race is smooth or not. I have to reset this crap.
It's lagging a little bit. I thought it was me because it's storming real bad, but if you're having it too, it's skipping a little bit.
I am having it. Nothing I can really do about it though.